Though I doubt we're going to see everyone's home. Unless we go to like multiple field studies in a month, which I doubt. Alright, not too much longer till we arrive, so let me give you a quick overview. Heimdallr is, among many other things, the capital of this country, which means it's the home of the reigning emperor, His Majesty Eugen Reese Arnor III. Even children know that. We need useful local knowledge, not a recitation of the travel brochure. Bah. Well, Heimdallr is divided into 16 main districts. Each district's about as large as a whole town in any of the Empire's provinces. All in all, the city's population hovers around 800,000 people. Wow, I can hardly imagine that many people all in one place.
It's one of the continent's largest cities, isn't it? Indeed it is. Crossville is known for being a thriving center of trade, but its population is only around 500,000.
Really?
Meanwhile, to the south, Liberal's capital has about 300,000 people.
Ah yes, Gransel. The best capital. What?
The Republic's capital is pretty big too, but I don't think it's quite as big as Heimdallr.
Huh? Really?
Why? Oh, I was just wondering what kinds of tasks we may be asked to do in such an expansive city. I can hardly hazard a guess. Oh.
Well, we don't know who our point of contact is, or even where we're going to be staying. Who knows? Maybe we'll end up staying in Elliot or Machias' home.
I doubt it. My house isn't big enough to put all of us up.
But Machias' dad is the governor, so maybe we'll be staying at his place? I think that's even less likely. Dad spends most of his time in his official residence, so I doubt anyone's going to be at our family's place. Instructor Sarah said there'd be a guide of some sort waiting for us at the station, though she didn't mention who.
That's the instructor for you. Honestly, she never really tells us anything, does she?
Alright. So I can only talk to these guys. I can't talk to any of the others on the train? Alright. I can't believe our field study dates coincide with the summer festival in Heimdallr. I wonder if this is another one of Instructor Sarah's little schemes. I really wouldn't be surprised. Can't wait to see what horrors await us this month. Summer festival certainly seems to have caught your attention though. Is it really that great? Oh yeah, biggest in the country. There are all kinds of exciting events, including loads of music-related things. Really now, that does sound fun. Honestly, you'll get a chance to drop by your home at some point too. Who knows? The capital is pretty massive after all. It's going to be a roll of the dice whether or not we're close enough. I'd really like to see all my friends again, though, if I can. You seem kind of down. Is something wrong?
No, it's nothing. I mean, we're going on a field study, not a vacation, right?
We can't let ourselves get caught up in the festival atmosphere, or we'll wind up with failing marks. I don't know if I've got the willpower to pull that off, though. Well, we'll all do what we can to... all we can do is try.
St. Astraeus Girls' School is in the capital, correct? If I'm not mistaken. That's the school your sister attends. Do you think you'll be visiting her?
I might if I get the chance. The last time we saw one another was only a few days ago, though. I feel kind of awkward going to see her again so soon.
I suppose it does stand to reason that even siblings would worry about such social faux pas.
Oh yeah, you don't have any brothers or sisters, do you?
I do not. I'm an only child. Although I have been asked by some of the girls I know to regard them as my younger sisters. Come to think of it, they are enrolled at St. Astraea as well.
Girls' academies sure sound like interesting places. Hope Elise doesn't get corrupted by her environment.
You really are a devoted brother. Or rather, you come across as one who's devoted to most anyone, aside from himself. You think so? I do. Perhaps much of this could have been avoided if I were more like you.
She's got a lot on her mind. If only there was something I could do to help them. Machias? So this month's field study is in the capital. We certainly won't be staying at my home, but I wouldn't be at all surprised if some of our tasks sent us there. Yeah, I guess your dad is a pretty busy man, huh? He'd have to be, governing a city the size of Heimdallr. Busy doesn't even begin to describe it. He's barely has time to come home most days. And with all the preparations for the festival, I'd be surprised if we even saw him, much less had an opportunity to talk with him. That would be a shame. It is what it is. I'll just be happy if we're able to fulfill some of the requests on his behalf so we can lighten his load a bit. Sure, we'll all be more than happy to help. You and Elliot are going to be the stars this time around after all, so you get to call the shots if you want. Well, it is our hometown. We'll take charge of things while we're there. At least in terms of the city navigation. We'll be able to show you the way to any facilities you need. Thanks, we'll be counting on you.
Not going to have long to enjoy the journey this time.
Yeah, we're not straying too far from Trista. Do you enjoy traveling then?
Somewhat. We used to travel a lot in the Corps.
I see. Did you spend a lot of time admiring the view through train windows then?
Sometimes. We traveled in airships and boats too. But sometimes we were stowed away in cargo holds, so we couldn't see anything.
It's not like she's deliberately trying to annoy Laura or anything. I don't think Laura actually wants to be irritated by her either. There's got to be some kind of common ground, something to help them get through this.
What's the matter?
Oh, it's nothing. Alright, save before Blade. Let's go, Elliot. I challenge you to duel.
Okay?
I want to fail each and every one of these. I just suck at Blade.
Okay then, let's draw. Well, looks like I'm up first. Bolt!
Really? Recover.
Bolt!
Recover.
Mirror!
Mirror.
Really? You're playing that now? Mirror!
Bolt.
I didn't see that coming.
Alright, now I have a chance. Bolt.
I didn't see that coming.
It's going to come down to this. Who's it going to be?
Well, looks like I'm up first. I paused.
I did it. Pure fucking luck, though. Alright, Blade, Laura.
Then let us begin our duel.
That was actually a fun hand.
Card. Then I'll make the first move. Divine Bolt.
Alright.
We're evenly matched. Let's redraw. Then I'll make the first move.
Mirror.
I didn't expect that. Divine Bolt.
And recovery.
Divine Bolt. Mirror.
Bolt.
Well played.
7. I win!
I admit defeat. Well done.
That was actually pretty good. Alright, Blade Machias.
I'm not going to hold back.
Alright, let's see. Got a couple mirrors, couple bolts, and a restore card. Let's do it again.
We're even. We'll have to redraw. It looks like you're up first.
Uh,
We're even. We'll have to redraw. It looks like you're
can you
up
stop
first.
giving me the low cards?
We're even. We'll have to redraw. It looks like you're up first.
Oh my goodness. Fine, mirror.
Ah, crap. We're even. We'll have to redraw. It looks like you're up first.
Quit giving me the low cards. Mirror.
Ah, crap. Bolt.
Restore.
Bolt.
Crap. Bolt.
Now you've done it. We're even. We'll have to redraw. It looks like you're up first.
Oh, come on. Bolt.
Now you've done it.
2.
Mirror.
4.
We're even. We'll have to redraw. Looks like I win this time.
Oh yeah, there are no cards to draw. Right. Well, I screwed that up. And then fee.
Let the battle begin.
Alright, 2 bolts, 2 mirrors, and a restore.
I'm first. Mirror.
Don't think so.
Crap.
Bolt.
Ouch.
I say bolt.
Ouch.
I say bolt.
Ouch.
And then I swap us.
Crap. Guess I lost.
Wow. Okay. Alright, we're done. 8:20. The Ministry of Railways wishes to thank all passengers for their patronage. This semi-express line is bound for Heimdallr. Our next stop is Heimdallr, the terminus of the express line. Please ensure you have all of your belongings with you when disembarking the train. Looks like we're almost there. Indeed, it doesn't feel as though our train ride was all that long. Well, Heimdallr is just a stone's throw west of Trista. We could have just gone back to Trista at night. Well, yes, that's true, but plenty of people commute to work in the capital every day after all. What's the fun in that? Isn't it fun sleeping over at a place you... Oh, no, it's not. Not for me, at least. My anxiety won't have any of that. Alright, Heimdallr Central Station. So this is supposed to have like the biggest train station in the country, right?
Exactly on time.
Hello. Oh.
What?
Hello.
You're that.
Claire, right?
You're from the Railway Military Police, if memory serves me correctly.
You're Captain Claire, was it?
That's right. I'm glad you remember me. I believe it's been about 3 months since we last met.
Yep.
Oh, this must be the woman the group who went to Keldic encountered.
So this is an officer from the fearsome RMP?
Since you're here, does that mean you're going to be the one assigning our tasks for this month's field study?
No, I'm just here to provide a place for you to talk with the person who is. He should be here any moment now. Ah, here he comes.
Perfect timing.
No way.
Oh. Well, Machias. Looks like things do come true every now and then.
Dad? Huh. I've seen him in the Imperial Chronicle before.
Governor Regnitz, one of the reformists' most influential voices.
So this is Machias' father.
This is the first time I've met most of you, so let me introduce myself. I'm Carl Regnitz, Machias' father. I'm the governor of Heimdallr and head of the local government. It's a pleasure to finally meet you, ladies and gentlemen of Class VII.
Surprise, surprise, the busy man shows up. Oh. We get taken into custody. Railway Military Police Command Post briefing room. My apologies for the location. I would have preferred to brief you in City Hall. But I'm regrettably short on time, so I had to ask the captain here to lend us this room. Anyway, let's move on to confirming your assignments and lodging. Hold on a minute. How did you, of all people, end up being the one to sort out our lodgings and tasks? It seems a little too convenient. Yeah, now that you mention it. If you wouldn't mind us asking, sir, how did you wind up as our point of contact? My apologies. I probably should have explained a little more first. It's exactly a very simple reason. I'm here because I sit on Thor's Military Academy's board of directors. Man, everyone's part of that pie. You what? How?
First, Eustace's brother, then Elisa's mother, and now Machias' father. It stretches the bounds of imagination to believe the Academy's choice of directors is mere coincidence.
I can assure you, the three of us didn't arrange for it to be that way. If anything, I was unsure what to do when the Academy first offered the position to me. The Academy did? Would I be right in assuming there is some kind of secret reason behind the formation of Class VII? I'm afraid that is not my place to say. But whatever the case may be, I'm the third and final member of the board of directors. And that's why I'm the one who's prepared your field study tasks and arranged lodgings for all of you.
Unbelievable. It's all starting to make sense now.
Thanks for clearing that up, sir. Anyway, back to what you were saying before. Yes, as I said, I'm short on time, so I'm afraid I'll have to keep this brief. Your field study will take place over 3 days, of which this is the first. As such, the third day will coincide with the start of the summer festival. Each group will be assigned half of the city and tend to the list of needs I've drawn up for you.
So one group will take the eastern half of the city and the other group the west. The city's big enough that it looks like we'll be working apart, even though we're in the same place.
Indeed. I'm sure you've seen for yourselves how vast Heimdallr is. If both groups were to rove around the entire city, you'd have trouble getting anything done. As such, I've broken it down so that all of Group A's tasks cover the area east of that's a word I wish there was voice acted. Vancure Square Street, while Group B's tasks are focused on the area west of Vancure Street. I'm going to look that up later to find out how to pronounce that, or at least an attempt to pronounce it. Must be an important street. I believe the street is the main thoroughfare that runs through the city leading to the Imperial Palace.
That's the one. As soon as we leave the station, you'll see it stretching out to the north.
It's hardly a precise division, but for the purpose of this field study, I'm sure it'll be more than sufficient. 1 second. Now, I'd like each group to take one of these envelopes. Oh, and some keys. This envelope looks just like the ones we usually get with our field study itinerary.
But what about this address and key?
Group A, Alto Street, 43221. Group B, Vesta Street, 527-126. Oh, Alto Street. That's around where my family lives. Really? Yep, can't say the address brings any particular place to mind, though.
I seem to remember Vesta Street being a main street on the west side of the city.
Yes, it's a fairly lively working-class neighborhood. Dad, are these? That's right. The addresses of the places you'll be staying while you're here, along with their keys. Both groups will be staying in different places, so I suggest tracking down your lodgings before you start your work. Think of it as a small orienteering exercise to help you get a better feel for the city. We have very mixed feelings about that word. My apologies. I'm afraid I'll have to take my leave now.
Dad?
Preparations for the summer festival have me running from place to place, as you can imagine. I wish I could stay and chat a bit longer, but that's life and politics for you. Oh, and one more thing. The communications functionality of your Arcus has been enabled in the city. Good luck out there. Wait, hold on just a... I'm not sure what to make of it all.
Since he's the governor, I was expecting him to seem a lot more strict, but he actually seems more
playful. I feel ashamed you had to see that. He's always been like this, I'm afraid. At least he manages to fulfill his responsibility as governor somehow. Actually, I've heard he's extremely good at his job. Coming from the background he does, he's friendly and down to earth, but people say he's a born leader too.
The Imperial Chronicle always paints him in favorable light as well. I hear he butts heads with the noble faction far less than his fellow reformist Chancellor Osborne.
In politics, a friendly demeanor can just as easily be an act to sway popular sentiment. After all, there aren't many who can waltz in and borrow meeting spaces from the RMP.
Well, the capital is the nexus and the heart of the nation's entire railway network. As such, the Railway Military Police finds itself indebted daily to Governor Regnitz's good graces. This was just an opportunity for us to return the favor, at least a little.
Come on now. Well, thank you for allowing us to use this room for our meeting. We need to get our field study underway, so if you'll excuse us.
Of course. I wish you well in your studies. If you'll follow me, I'll escort you to the station's exit. Incredible.
It's so vast. Man. The Vermilion capital. The size of the city never ceases to amaze me.
Way too many people. It only starts to sink in that I'm in the capital after I see an orbital tram zipping along.
Is that what those little train vehicles are?
I've never had the opportunity to ride one, but I believe they're used to ferry people around the city more easily.
Yeah, they're the main form of public transportation here. They link all 16 of the capital's main districts. There's something of an icon here in Heimdallr. Their fare is pretty cheap too, which makes them convenient for getting around. Lots of people use them so often that they just buy a yearly pass.
Amazing. All that and so many orbital cars on the roads too. Is that a building off in the distance?
That would be Valflame Palace, residence of His Majesty the Emperor. Although, from what I understand, Chancellor Osborne's imperial government is also situated within.
Yes, that's the case. Anyway, I'll be taking my leave here. I wish you the best of luck on your 3 days of field study. Thank you.
Thanks for taking the time to see us off. She really doesn't seem like an army officer, does she?
Indeed, though the railway and military police are known as one of the Imperial Army's most elite divisions.
Not to mention one of the branches most despised by the aristocracy. If a province has a railway, you can virtually guarantee they'll use it as an excuse to meddle in its security affairs.
I've rarely seen them in Legram, though judging by their actions during our encounter in the nature park, they did seem exceptionally well trained.
Yeah, even with the same number of soldiers, they had no trouble rolling over the provincial army.
And on top of that, the captain is so elegant and pretty. She even looks good in a uniform. Some people have all the luck.
It's like she's everything Sarah isn't. You can say that again. Though it seems like those two have more than a little history between them. Alright, I suppose we ought to get moving then. Yeah, we'll need to hop a tram to where our lodgings are, then find the address we've been given. We've got a long 3 days ahead of us, so let's give them our best. You can count on it.
Bea, Laura, take care of yourselves. You too. May the goddess be with you all. Take care. Alright, bye for now then.
So who would you say is the leader of Group B? Part of me wants to say Eustace, but also Emma. This eastbound orbital tram will be departing momentarily. All those wishing aboard, please do so at this time. Alright, let's go see our lodgings. Part of me wants to know what Group B is going to be doing. You see the horse all over the place. I haven't been to the capital in a long time, but I'm always surprised at just how big this street is. Really? This view is nothing special to those who lived here all their lives. But I suppose seeing all the orbital cars and trams zipping along must be a real sight in the people from the provinces.
Indeed, even though in my home province people are depending less and less on horse-drawn carriages, I've never seen so many orbital cars in one place before.
Well, even here, carriages were the standard up until around 20 years ago. But these days, they seem kind of quaint. You never really see them anymore.
The Republic's capital has a lot of cars too, just like this. After that, Crossbell probably has the most.
Oh, really? You've done a lot of traveling for someone your age. Though I guess you were in a...
Yep, Jaeger work takes you places.
Anyway, what's Alto Street like? That's where we're staying while we're here, right? Isn't that where your house is, Elliot? Yeah, it's a pretty calm street, I guess. And, we should be taking a right here. Whee! Wonder how often they swing by.
Étoile. Concert Cafe, huh? I don't really find myself near Alto Street all that often. Looks like you live in a nice part of the city, though. You think? Anyway, we should start looking for where our lodgings are. Oh yeah, Elliot? You live around here, right? Why don't we drop by your house first? But... well, that does seem like the natural thing to do. I kinda want to see it. Well, it's really near here, but still. I doubt my dad will be in. Not sure if my sis will be either. Yeah, I think you mentioned having an older sister before. All the more reason to pay a visit then, right? Okay, if you insist, thanks. Someone seems hesitant. My house is the 2-story place with all the flowers over there. Don't know if anyone's home right now, but we can at least have a look. Elliot's not happy about going to see his home, huh? This is it, huh? Looks nice. Hello? It's been so long since I was last here that I feel a bit nervous. Don't worry, I know the feeling. No need for such hand-wringing. It is your home after all. I know, but still. Okay, come on in. Hello? Wow, it feels like it's been ages since I was home. So this is Elliot's house. Hi, I'm guessing your sister? Sorry for the wait. What? Is she? She looks just like Elliot. Hi sis, I'm home. Elliot? Aww. Sibling hug. Whoa. Oh my. It's you. It's really you. I didn't think I'd be able to see you again so soon. Oh, thank the goddess. Sis, please, not in front of my classmates. Looks like they get along pretty well. Yeah, I'm almost jealous. Fiona Craig. I'm Elliot's older sister, Fiona Craig. I hear you've been saving my brother's skin at school. I'm so glad to finally meet you, all of you. Actually, Elliot's the one doing the saving most of the time. Indeed, his attentiveness has proven valuable on many occasions. Yeah, it has. Are you blushing? Of course not. Why would I be? You must be Reen, Laura, Machias, and Fee? Now I can see what you meant when you wrote that you'd made some really interesting friends. Yeah. You're not teaching any piano classes today. As it so happens, I have the day off. And none of the children have come by either, so you picked a good time to visit. Oh, you teach piano here at home? Elliot is in the wind orchestra at the academy, too. Is everyone in this family a musician? Well, almost. My dad's not really the musical type. Couldn't carry a tune in a wheelbarrow. I'd love the chance to go on to a concert as a family once in a while. But he's so busy with work that he rarely has a chance to come home and see us. What does your dad do anyway? Well... Oh, have you not told them? Now that you mention it, I don't recall you ever saying. Is there something secret you can't talk about? Oh no, nothing like that. He's in the Imperial Army. The Imperial Army? Really? Yeah, Probably no way you'd guess that looking at me, right? I didn't exactly inherit the physique. Yeah, you've got a point. But man, the last name Craig in the army sounds really familiar. Wait, your father wouldn't happen to be Olaf Craig, would he? The Olaf Craig, decorated Lieutenant General of Erebonia's armed forces? That's our dad, all right. I think I heard of him. Many consider him the most formidable general in the Imperial Army, and he's known more widely around the Empire simply as Craig the Red. He leads the 4th Armored Division, which boasts the greatest firepower in the entire armed forces. I read about him in the research I did before entering the academy, but I never put 2 and 2 together when I met Elliot. Come to think of it, doesn't Instructor Neidhart come from the 4th Armored Division too? Kind of threw me off when I saw Elliot just casually chatting with him a while ago. But now I can see how you wind up talking with him outside of class. Oh, did you see that? Yeah, I met him through my dad before coming to the academy. Well, I'm not surprised you didn't peg me as Olaf Craig's son. I was kind of hoping you wouldn't find out. Elliot. Doesn't take a psychic to see there's something going on there. Sorry. I didn't mean to make things all awkward like this. Just don't worry about it. Oh, right. Do you know of any hotels around here, Fiona? We've got an address for where we're staying, and it's apparently around here, but I've no clue where it actually is. What? You're not staying here? Well, we are in town for a field study. Besides, there aren't enough beds for here for all of us. But it's been so long since I last saw you. I guess you've finally reached that age when it's not cool to give your sis big hugs anymore. I feel a little sad, but I guess when we all grow up, I'll still be watching over you, though. Sis, please. His sister seems to be even more attached to him than he is to her. Still, that's kind of strange. There aren't any hotels in this area, at least not that I know of. Huh? None at all? Perhaps my father gave us the wrong address? But your father doesn't seem like the type to make such a careless mistake. I'm not 100% sure, but can you show me the address he gave you? Oh, sure thing. It's written right here. Reen handed the memo with the address of their lodgings to Fiona. Oh, I think I know where this is. Isn't this where the old Bracer Guild used to be? Wait, we're hitting up a Bracer Guild? Oh, a guild branch? Are you sure? Yeah, an old friend of mine used to work there. Though we've been out of touch for a while now. Really? I had no idea. Bracers, huh? Still, I'm baffled as to why my father would choose to put us up in an old guild house. Well, we should at least go have a look for ourselves. Do you know the way, Elliot? I think so. It should be just down the road from here. I was hoping you'd stay a bit longer, but if you have things to do, I'll just sit here, alone. It'd make my day if you dropped by for meals while you're here, though. I'd be more than happy to cook for you all. That sounds great. What do you guys think? Well, if it wouldn't be any trouble, I'm not going to turn down home cooking. I'm in. That's the spirit. I'll be sure to treat you to the very best I can whip up this evening. So make sure you get plenty done today and work up a real appetite. It seems we have more than just a festival to look forward to now. You said it. Alright, let's head on over to the guild. Okay. We're going to the Bracer Guild. We're going to the Bracer Guild.
So, Olaf, Craig, and Carl Regnitz. Gonna be dealing with family this time around, and not in the most pleasant of ways. Alright, gotta go the other way. Alright, let's see. Former guild branch. Well, I wanted to see bracers. Not quite the way I thought we would be seeing them again. Yeah, this is definitely the place written on the memo. Didn't think we'd end up staying in an old guild branch. I'm guessing Group B was fixed up in the other one then. So there's more than one guild branch in the city? Yeah, back when the guild still had a presence in Heimdallr, there were 2 guild branches. The guild pulled out of the city over a year ago though, so not many pay much attention to these buildings now.
Is that so? The guild still has an active branch in my hometown, Legram.
Really? That's more the exception than the rule these days. The building looks surprisingly new, considering they've been gone for over a year.
Oh, that's because there was a big fire that swept through here about 2 years ago.
They rebuilt the buildings after that, but they wound up getting shuttered when the guild left town anyway. No one knows for sure whether the fire was an accident or not. Some people still think it was set by the terrorists. That's an unsettling thought. It's just a rumor though. There's no proof or anything.
Must have been that operation.
Nothing. Yeah, Anyway, let's head in, shall we? My father gave us a key, so we should be able to let ourselves in. Well, shall we open it? Use key.
Oh, hey, look!
Souvenir! It definitely feels like a guild branch. You know, I was actually expecting it to be way less tidy here. There's some kind of notice posted up on some of the walls and bulletin boards. It seems to be a notice of who's currently in charge of the building. Apparently, it's currently owned by the local government.
Well, that explains why the governor had the authority to let us stay here while we're in town.
Which part are we staying in then? Probably upstairs. There's nothing but a reception counter down here, so I suppose we must be staying upstairs. Let's go drop off our stuff and see what we've got in store for today. Some beds, hooray. He's prepared brand new beds for us and everything. Isn't that going to a little far? This isn't a hotel. I'm not going to complain. Your dad really seems like a nice guy.
We should appreciate his consideration.
Alright, now that we've got our lodging sorted out, time to take a look at today's tasks. Field Study Day 1 assigned tasks. Underground Passage Monster. My name is Noble. I run the Heimdallr Hotel, which unfortunately currently has a monster lurking beneath it. If you can get rid of it, please see me at my hotel in the Garnier district. Right, that's off. A customer who visited my gelato stall yesterday accidentally dropped their hat. I'd like to get it back to them, but I'm not sure how. If you have any good ideas, please visit me at my stall in Dreikel's Plaza. A journalist at the Imperial Chronicle needs assistance with a tourism piece he's preparing. For more information, please speak to me at reception in our office on Vanquer Street, and I will connect you to Amber Armour. One of my cafe's most popular records has been shattered. If possible, I'd like to get another record of the same song, but I need help.
Visit me at the Concert Cafe Etoile on Alto Street for further information. The tasks Machias' father selected certainly show the variety one would expect from a city this size. Yeah, we'll need to make sure we know exactly what each task involves before taking it on. Our group's covering the area east of Vanquir Street, so it might be a good idea to go around and scope all these places before noon. Agreed. I want to get an idea of where everything is. We can use the orbital trams to visit all the relevant locations on this side of the city while we're going through our tasks. You two alright with being our travel guides? Of course. Might as well put our knowledge to use. Maybe it may be hard to show you around a city this size, but I'll give you as grand a tour as I can. Sis said she'll fix dinner for us, so let's head back here when it starts getting late. Yeah, once we're done with everything, let's go to Elliot's house. Okay, let's get moving. We've got a lot of ground to cover. Understood. Let's do all we can to ensure we're not shown up by Group B. While in Heimdallr, you can travel between the areas of the city relevant to the group's field study. To travel, either walk to the end of an area map or press the square button and select one of the destinations listed. Each area also has a tram stop, which you can visit to travel by tram to other areas. At certain points in the chapter, you'll need to ride the tram to reach your destination. We're staying in the guild. This is crazy. They have 8 beds prepared. Why? The old message boards. The reception desk. The gauntlet. Welcome to the Racer Guild. Sorry, I'm just being silly. Bracers are I really do love the bracers. You can thank my time in Liberal for all that. But that's going to have to do it for this session. So next time on The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel, we'll be going through Heimdallr. Ooh, goody. And taking care of our field study. How long this is going to take, I have no idea. But I will see you guys then.